Not gonna lie, it feels pretty good to not be on camera. Listen, it's not my fault. Somehow, someway, my hair turned green. It's no big deal.
It's no big deal. We'll just, chroma key it a different color along with everything else in the background. So in lieu of our normal filming activities, I'm gonna read your tarot. To get us in the mood, actually, I did want to share something with you. One of the decks that I could read you with is called the Manga Tarot.
I have that deck.
You have that deck? Incredible. Have you read the booklet that it comes with? Oh my god, so then you know how fucking 90s shoujo it is. It literally says, "Will senpai notice me?"
The art on that makes me smile.
Oh my god, the art is great, but okay. This is a new setup. So I just opened mine up. I've had this for at least a decade and a half now. And I just discovered like an old note that I wrote to myself on how to fucking read cards.
That's so cute!
My Way. The Manga Tarot by Selena Lynn. Hi, I'm Selena, and I'm thrilled that you're reading my Manga Tarot book and card deck. I know you're gonna have some fun with it, and it should help you sort out stuff that may be going on in your life, whether it's grief at home, or worries about your homework, or that boy across the road who's kind of cute, but will he notice me? It said that as you get more used to the cards and their messages, you can offer to read them to your friends, and you'll soon be in demand. So I'm glad you came to the right person.
I have my certificate in tarot from Miss Celine Dion.
Insert joke about my fake music certificate here. Between the card decks and the certificate, I'm just so fucking credentialed, baby. You have no idea.
So credentialed.
I can fix up your entire world for a small monthly fee. $30,000.
Monthly.
In cash, please.
Pregnant.
No.
Yes, she is.
Is the baby mine?
Sorry, Mark.
She hasn't called you because she's having an affair with your new husband.
No. No! Don't hesitate any longer. Try it now.
We've picked the Manga Tarot like the true weebs that we are. So what would you like to ask the tarot, Michael? What wisdom would you like to seek from beyond?
How do I fix my friend's problems?
How do you fix your friend's problems?
Yeah, I got 2 friends with problems. How do I fix them?
Well, let's narrow that down a little bit. Well, what about friend 2?
Friend 2 is you.
What? All right, let's go. Fuck objectivity. So I have the cards splayed out here on this very makeshift table. Do you want to contextualize this topic a little bit more while I just gently massage these cards around?
I guess that Extra Human's just been so stressful lately. There's a conflict between wanting to put content out, not just consistently, but fast. I'm worried that in the end we're like sacrificing the fun of it, because by the end of a production, we're both so stressed that it's to the point where we're not yelling at each other, but we're definitely short with each other. And I don't want the productions to be like that anymore. It's not fun. I don't know how to fix it, and you don't know how to fix it. So maybe tarot can help us fix it.
I love that. We're trusting in the heart of the cards.
Which spread are you gonna do?
That's a good question. Well, I could do the spread that my 17-year-old self outlined for me.
I almost wanted to call it the Celtic Cross, but that's not what it's fucking called.
Actually, it is called the Celtic Cross.
Is
So
it?
mine's like a modified Celtic Cross. All right, so do me a favor. Cut the cards, or, well, you can't do that because you're not here. Select a spot in the deck to cut the cards at.
Halfway.
Okay, exactly halfway.
Halfway.
We have our cross. And we have our staff, which this little guy's in the way, so I'm just going to condense these guys down a little bit. We're going to make it a funky staff.
Funky. I like them.
Those cards are super long.
I like them long. I'll do a run through of the different positions real quick. We have the center, which is the basic present situation, is the one that's upright. The one that's on its side is context. To the left of that, we have the past. To the right of it, we have the future. Above it, we have the overarching situation. Like, this is the stuff that is like totally out of your control. You know, it's like the sky versus the card below it, which is like the earth. Like, this is the immutable parts of the situation that are foundational to what's going on. And then in the rod section, at the base of it, we have you. And then above that, we have people in your life, other people who are involved in the situation.
So
and by
you.
people, well, yeah, it probably is going to be me, or it could be our audience or anybody else that we're working with. Like, it's highly contextual.
It's highly contextual.
You're going to hear me say that a lot.
We should throw an extra card in the ringer for Garrett.
An extra card. A significator for me? Okay, well, let me find my significator real quick. I'm an Aries, so I'm going to be getting a fire card, probably Queen of Wands. I love her. She's like, oh God, I love this wand. Anyway, second to last part of the staff is hopes, fears, and complications. And then the last card is final outcome, should all conditions remain the same. Mind you, it is not the destined outcome. It's more like this is the track you're on.
Is there one for if things change?
No, that would be a different spread. I'd have to bill you for that separately.
Oh, okay, my bad.
All right, shall we begin then?
Yes, begin.
All right, so let's have a look at this center card. Cards, multiple. We've got 2 of Cups crossed with Temperance.
Oh, a major arcana.
Inverted, by the way.
I don't know what this means.
2 of Cups and Temperance go together really interestingly well because, for one thing, Temperance is all about balance and measuring yourself, keeping things in control, taking measured steps towards your goals. Like, you're not going full-throated, you're being very reasonable and cautious. And then the 2s are about duality and balance, and especially with Cups because she's measuring quantities of water between 2 cups.
Woo!
Hello, 2 cups. So this is a very strong message. Cups are all about feelings, emotions, and bonds we have with each other. This is emotional imbalance. Feelings are a little soured right now, as you were describing. And this is amidst us trying really hard to balance everything. It's hard and it's a lot and it's really affecting our mood and it's affecting our partnership. Which I didn't want to say anything before, but this is something I've been sensing too and have been feeling. So I'm very interested to see how the rest of this spread goes. And in the past, 10 of Pentacles inverted. We poor. We so poor, and we're trying to be not poor anymore. And it's hard because capitalism is hard and there's no clear way forward. Like, it's all kind of a guessing game.
10 is the highest number, right?
10 is the highest pip card, yes. 10s to me indicate maximal complexity to the point where it's like basically unnavigable. Like, you can have hunches and instincts about it, but you can't possibly know every aspect and you can't possibly predict how to move through whatever it is.
I would say that card definitely is targeted towards Mikey Boy, towards me. Because growing up, you grew up in like a middle class family, right?
Yeah.
You grew up...
My dad was a small business owner.
My family was definitely like... there were lots of nights where you'd go to bed without eating. You'd eat, sleep for dinner. And, like, that's not my parents' fault or anything. You know, shit sucks no matter where you are sometimes. And as you cards you dealt right now is really, really reminiscent to that time as a kid.
Let's see what the future has. In the future, we have 4 of Cups upright. So whatever emotional disunity we're having now, I have a good feeling that we're going to overcome that because A, the cups are upright and there's more of them. Hello, twice as many. 4 is better than 2 and 4 is more stable than 2.
That's true.
To me, that kind of represents us figuring out a dynamic that will work, possibly even involving more people. You know, more people that we can share the emotional, spiritual load of it. And
we were just
people that can like infuse their own creative juices.
We were just fucking talking about shit like this. That's so wild. Well, I've always been a bottom, so I guess we'll go bottom.
Okay, bottom. Interesting. We've got more pentacles on the board now.
Gasp.
7 of pentacles. 7 is a good number.
7 is lucky.
It's a lucky number.
Yeah.
Which is a great improvement from 10 of pentacles. Maybe, is it because we just joined the YouTube partner program and like we can start making money on it now? Like, is that a good, more meaningful thing than we first thought? Like,
Maybe. We made $7 off of
$7 whole
last
dollars.
video.
Oh my god, it's fate. 7. It's meaningful. It's destiny. Let's see what the top card is. Oh. This is a curious twist. Behold, the King of Cups inverted.
Oh no.
First of all, King of Cups is just really handsome.
Yes, very cute.
And he's got blue hair like you do right now. So I'm inclined to think that this one applies specifically to you. Also because this is your spread. Like the spread is about you. So King of Cups energy, dealing with your emotions, how your feelings guide your actions, and also how you experience fulfillment. So it's inverted, which kind of matches the current Two of Cups inverted situation right now. These two go together. It gives me the sense that like this is just kind of endemic to what we are doing. I think it's reasonable to say too, like most other YouTubers who are at our stage and are trying to do things the way that we're doing, like of course we're gonna run into frustrations and like, you know, we more or less have to deal with. I had a more profound thought and it left me.
One of the cards was like, oh, the 4, pentacle? No, cups. 4 cups. 4 of cups. Cups of 4? Yeah, whatever.
Just 4s. I love 4s. I could eat them by the cupful.
The implications there that like, you know, it'll sturdy out and it'll get better. Yeah, it always gets better. But King of Cups in reverse is negative emotions and a lot of them. Things always have to escalate and escalate until it boils over, and then once it boils over, the pot goes back to simmering and it's fine again. But it always has to get to the point where it boils over before we feel like good again.
Yeah.
Before it feels like things are normal again.
Yeah. Catharsis is a thing.
It's interesting to see that it like, you know, it shows that though, because like,
yeah. Yo, it's crazy what comes up in tarot sometimes. I get hyper-specific things for, like, reasons I don't understand. I love it. It's the cosmos speaking to us. See? There is a God. The universe is invested in the success of our YouTube channel. We're protagonists after all.
there is a God, and he hates me specifically.
Well, let's see what the rest of it has to say, because now we're moving into the staff part. Because like we've laid out the situation. Who are we to act in it? What are you? Look at you, baby! You're the sun!
Yo!
I love the sun card. It's the most adorable card, and it makes me happy the instant I look upon it.
That's so cute.
More than anything, the sun is about fulfillment and joy. And that's really interesting considering like your current like emotional state, right? But I think this is talking about something that is broader than the emotions you're feeling right now. Like, extra human is fulfilling to you, is it not?
Yeah, I love doing Extra Human.
There is a path to like making it a source of fulfillment and not pain, or like less pain, or like figuring out how to deal with the pain and, you know, make the fulfillment sweeter. That is what holds this entire situation together. Like, even though it's painful, we're doing it because we love it. You're doing it because you love it. You want to see what the next card is?
Yes.
I thought it was going to be something epic. It's not. It's 6 of Wands.
What do wands mean?
Wands are about passions, drives, desires, things that light a fire under us because they're the fire suit. And 6s are, again, about balance, but it's a more complex balance than a 2 or a 4. Also, you can think of 6s as 2 3s. 3s are like a really creative, stable dynamic, or 3 2s. So it's like multiple partnerships trying to work in concert to achieve something creatively or to fulfill a goal. And that's a little bit more complexity than I was hoping for in that spot, but it makes sense because if we're working with other people, we're going to have to balance other people's creative desires. But because it is upright and because of the way it dovetails with everything else, it seems like a worth it thing to do. And as long as we can maintain those balances, it should be a very fruitful relationship.
Cool.
So the next card is Hopes, Fears, and Complications. Four of Wands inverted. That is really interesting. We also have our Four of Cups in the future. Fours! Like, we're gonna find an emotional stability regardless. Like, there's a light to the end of that tunnel, but it's balancing the emotional fulfillment with the ambition fulfillment, if that makes sense. There's a way to do both, but if we're sacrificing one, it's probably ambition, and that's a known issue with us. We know that we get into like slumps where we don't do as much as we feel that we should.
I feel like maybe it's doing too much.
If there's any position in the spread that is the most subjective and the most contextual, I would say it is that spot. And we might get a clear picture of it if we look at the last card.
Oh my god, watch it be a fucking major arcana.
Man, that's not satisfying at all. Wheel of Fortune inverted.
Oh.
So if all remains the same, this is going to be like relying on chance and never hitting the jackpot. And this, to me, shouts algorithm. We put coins in the machine and we just keep not growing in the way we want. There is like a way out of it. Let's not forget, I'm in this spread too. If I were to come up with a final interpretation for Four of Wands, I would say it's fear of our ambitions for the channel falling apart. That is something that I sure fear.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you do too.
I'm constantly afraid that it's gonna like fall apart because of something I do. Actually, I have a question. Cups are the water suite, right?
Yep.
So does that mean that pentacles are air?
Pentacles are earth.
Earth. Which one is the air?
Yeah. Swords is air. And it's interesting that there are no swords in this.
None.
So that tells me that sometimes the absence of certain things tells just as much as the presence of others. Because there are no swords in this spread, that tells me that this really doesn't have much to do with the specific rational decisions that we're making in trying to run the channel. This is something more to the emotional core of it, and like trying to keep a focus of our ambitions and what exactly we're trying to do and who we're doing it with.
Also, I'm air signs.
I'm in Aries. You're a Gemini, right?
Yep, I'm a Gemini, and I'm an air sign.
But there are no air cards. I mean, Temperance is kind of airy, but it's like multi-suit. Kings have an implied swordsiness to them. Swordsiness.
So, Sun in Gemini, obviously, because that's like the main sign. My moon is Aquarius, and my ascendant is Leo.
Ah, that says a lot. Your ascendant actually tells a lot about you.
Is it that I'm a control freak? No, that's Virgos.
No, Leo is like, you got a big personality, but like, it's also kind of a front because you desire attention, which like everybody does. Like, what human does not?
I won't be
attention,
offended.
But like for Leos, it's a thing.
Yeah, I'm very, very needy.
My sun is Aries. My moon is also Aries. My rising is Scorpio.
What?
Yeah. That's why I can sometimes needlessly be a bitch, and I feel like I have to be a hoe sometimes.
Yeah, that's the Scorpio's fault. I'm not a hoe, it's just my star sign.
I'm not a hoe, it's just my star sign. I'm sure I'm not the first person to say that. Hey, thanks so much for watching our first tarot video. If you enjoyed it, drop us a like and a comment. Also, there are more tarot readings in the pipeline, so definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our other videos, check us out on our other social media, and if you're feeling generous, check out our Ko-fi and Patreon. Links in the description. Stay extra!